name is Alyssa Amar. I'm Ollie's sister-in-law. I am 30 years old. I work in radio. I work at a radio station in downtown Atlanta. And yeah, that's basically it about me as a person. So let's get to it.
So basically, I want to ask you, what are your political beliefs?
So I'm a socialist, and basically, if you're not familiar with socialism, this is the belief of essentially the government really is there to take care of the people and take care of you. A lot of people feel like this is, oh, you're taking all the way away, like all taxpayer dollars, and people are mooching off the government. But socialism and social programs are actually really special and beneficial to the general public. Just because it is there for us to use. Now, I personally like the concept and idea of socialism because I do believe everyone should have free health care. I do believe everyone should have a universal base income. And I think education should be, if not free, incredibly affordable to everyone, just because we all deserve to live a better life. And when you look at countries that practice socialism, I think they have a lot happier lifespan for their citizens. And personally, on the personal note, the reason why I am pro-socialism is a few years ago, I actually went through some medical problems. And even though I'm insured through my job, it was still a very expensive process to go through. I probably still spent around $12,000, and that's with insurance. So if I didn't have insurance, I'm sure I would have paid $50,000 for tests and medication and all of that stuff. So I don't think anybody should ever have to live like that, stressed to be afraid to go to the doctor or the dentist, or that they can't better their lives. So that is why I'm pro-socialism.
Okay, so I would also like to ask you other questions, and the first one will be, so where did your political beliefs come from?
So again, from the personal standpoint, I experienced, kind of a little bit of a tumultuous time in my life a few years ago. But through my years in working in media, I've gotten to experience people who are incredibly Republican, incredibly Democratic, and a lot of people don't realize there's more than one political party to subscribe to, if that's the right way of saying that. But I just didn't agree with anything the Republicans or Democrats really had to offer me as a person, and in terms of their policies and their value that they were bringing the American people. So I decided to go on a journey, and I looked at the Green Party, I looked at the Libertarian Party, and I just felt like socialism was a really great kind of third party to support and educate myself on.
All right, I see your point. And then I also would like to ask you, why do you believe what you believe nowadays?
I don't think any person should ever be going without medical attention or care. The worst thing any American can go through, aside from death, is taking out a medical loan. Really, that is financial suicide. That's literally suicide in this world. Unfortunately, it's so sad to say, and it's one of the hardest things most Americans have to decide. Am I going to take a medical loan out to be able to take care of myself, or can I even afford to pay my rent to get medication? And no person should have to say, I'm going to skip paying my bills to get medication, or I'm going to pay my bills but not be able to afford car insurance or medication or anything like that. So I believe that this is where, as the U.S. government fails currently, because we don't have enough social programs to take care of our people.
All right, and then my last question will be, why is it important to reflect on these matters?
It's just part of human nature and history. When you think back to when we were just all small villages, we all looked out for each other, and there was more sense of camaraderie. And I think today there's a lot more big business running government instead of people running government. And it's important to be mindful of, at the end of the day, people thrive and need to survive to thrive. So we can't sit here and neglect our basic needs for humanity. And that's, again, why socialism is such a great subscription for belief in government.
All right, well, this concludes my interview today with Ms. Alyssa. I'd like to thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
Bye.
حالي كان